Now I know for a fact that some of you guys just heard that music and some of you are getting so happy because you see me doing one of these videos again. Let me share something quite powerful with you, and that is that as soon as I picked the video camera up and I started to set this up this morning, right now, because it's about 4:30, it's about 5:30 in the morning. As soon as I got this stuff equipment together, do you know what, right? I felt the enemy trembling. I felt the demonic hordes getting scared, saying, make him put it down, make him put it down. He's going to encourage too many people. Oh yes, we're here to do some encouragement. Listen to me. Commitment, okay? Commitment is the word. I'll ask you this question, it's quite powerful, okay? Was there one time in your Christian walk, so to speak, or your walk with the Lord, where you was on fire for God? You were so on fire for God, you was praying all the time, worshiping all the time, reading the Bible all the time, giving God glory and praise all the time, going to church all the time, and nobody had to tell you nothing. And because you was doing these things, you was on fire for God. You know, God was moving your life all over the place, and it was powerful. The enemies were running from you. There was blessing in your life, open doors, and your whole walk with God was just like on a whole new level. Was there a time in your life when that happened? Now, for me, there was. For me, there's been many times in my walk with God where it's been powerful, where I prayed and things just happened straight away. Prophecies was flowing. I'm telling you, like miracles, signs and wonders was happening in my life. There was always a word. I was always just hungry for God. Like, it happened to all of us, right? Now let me give you the secret sauce and an answer why that happened for you in your life and what was going on. And it's exactly what I just said a few minutes ago. I said commitment. When you're committed to God, wonderful things start to happen in your life. You see, the word commitment means dedicated to the cause, putting the work in, going after something consistently without being hindered, without stopping, railroading whatever gets in your way, to continue to do that thing daily. That's called commitment. Would you be surprised if I said to you that God is looking for commitment from you? God is committed to you, but are you committed to God? Are you giving God your all? Are you dedicated to Him, giving Him all that good energy, giving Him all that good time, spending more time with Him, putting Him first and making Him paramount? Are you committed? Oh my, is the devil worried? He is worried big time. Listen to me, right? As I've been walking down the beach today praying, I've seen runners, I've seen workmen, there's a couple of workmen back there working. It's really early in the morning, they've got all their tools together and they're putting in the hours, they're putting in that dedication, dedicated to the job, to get the job done, the painting job done. The runners, they're putting the dedication in, the hours in, they're putting the commitment in, and their body is slowly changing into a toned and stronger body. And that's the same with us. If we're not committed to God, there's not going to be any spiritual growth. How are you going to grow spiritually if you're not committed to the King? How? That leads me over to another question. Has there been times in your life when your life has been rubbish, you've been possessed up in your mind, you've been in bondage and snares of the enemy, things not going right? You see, why did that happen? And you'll probably find out that the reason why that happened to you is because there was lack of commitment. Whenever there's lack of commitment, lack of dedication in your life for the things of God, to chase after the coattails of God, to grab onto the hem of His garment, when there's a lack of that in your life, okay, you'll start a lack of commitment in your life, you'll start to see the increase of bondage, the increase of no word in your life, the increase of a dry spiritual state, an increase in, what's the word called, calamities happening in your life, an increase in no word, an increase of many bad things and craziness happening in your life. Is there grace for you? Yes, there's grace. God said, my grace is sufficient for you, obviously. Listen to me and listen good. You're either moving towards God or you're moving away from God. There's actions you're doing in your life that's bringing you closer to God, and there's other actions you're doing in your life that's moving you away from God. See, when you're committed to God, you are going closer to God and you are going to increase in all good things. But if you start to be uncommitted, undedicated to God, then now you're moving away from God and you're moving towards the flesh, you're moving towards the enemy, you're moving towards all forms of madness manifesting in your life. And you trust me, you don't want that. I want to share something with you. Sorry about the noise. It's a street sweeper, and some guy over there dancing too. But listen, I want to share something. I want to share something with you, and it's simply this. Since I got this camera, see, last night I was committed. I was in my mind, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to wake up in the morning. When I go and pray, I'm going to do a video encouraging the brethren, and I was committed to doing this video. And because I was committed to doing this video, a joy has hit my heart. I've been grinning. I started grinning about 10 minutes about 10 minutes ago. A joy come upon me, and I had a big grin. I was smiling. Why? Because I was committed. I got some commitment to do this video to encourage you, and I got paid for that, so to speak, by being hit by the joy of the Holy Spirit. So I've been smiling for I've been smiling for a little while, because I know that this commitment is delivering a massive blow to the kingdom of the enemy. See, I know this for a fact, because remember at the beginning of this video I said that I can hear the enemy screaming, saying, you know, stop. I think I said it at the beginning of the video, did I? I said I could hear the enemy trying to stop me from doing this video. See, what happens is that the enemy to commitment, okay, is distractions, okay? The enemy to commitment and your commitment to God is distractions. And I know a lot of you get distracted easily, and I get distracted too. I can be in months of distraction. And think about this, right? If 10 minutes or 15 minutes of dedication can create this video that gives you encouragement and brings deliverance to you through the Spirit of God, 10 minutes commitment. What about if it was, I don't know, 24 hours of commitment, 24/7 commitment? What kind of damage could I do, you do, we do to the enemy's kingdom? And the answer is massive damage to the enemy's kingdom. But the enemy knows that he can bring distractions, or he tries to bring distractions into our life to stop us from being committed, stop us from moving in that power, moving in that next level of glory, or the kabod, the heaviness of God, the weightiness of God. See, the devil knows that when we become committed, we become on fire. When we become committed to God and the things of God, we're going to be on fire. We're going to be blowing up the enemy's camp, and we're going to be, all the bondages in your life and the things you're struggling with will begin to dissolve away and be destroyed, just through you being committed to the things of God. Well, you guys understand where I'm coming from. I won't go on too far about it, but listen, be dedicated today, okay? Be dedicated today. Dedicated for the cause, dedicated for the things of God. Be committed to God. Be committed to reading His Word. Be committed to chasing God. Be committed for changing your life through the power of God. And you'll start to see your life turn around, and your life go to a whole new level. And you'll start to enjoy that abundant life that the Word speaks about. So let's be committed today, okay? I'll see you guys later.